guys, and welcome to the latest episode of the Coffee and Hero Show, taking you through the new releases into the store this week in terms of graphic novels and collected editions. So, first up, of course, just keep in mind 8th of February, not this coming Saturday, but the following, we have our free signing with Garth Ennis and Mike Perkins, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Completely free. We'll have loads of stock on the day. You can certainly pick up to get signed. Lots of their best work. You can bring your own stuff. We've never had any problem with that. But really looking forward to it. You know, the feedback for it has been pretty massive. So expecting a very busy day. So probably best to get down the earlier the better for it. But yeah, with that in mind, let's jump into what's in this week. So kick things off with Kamen Rider Kuuga. We're up to volume 4 of this. Titan are publishing this, Titan manga, I should say. So we're as far as the 4th volume there. We have a couple of smaller graphics. So there is Hades and Maleficent. So these are part of the Disney Villains line that they've been doing. Obviously aimed at all ages, slightly smaller books, easier to hold, which is always a good thing. Also smaller and slightly easier to hold, but definitely not an all ages book. Invincible is now up as far as volume 7 in terms of these re-releases. This collects Invincible 36 to 41. We've got, I think, 3 to 6 over there. 1 and 2 are in back order, but I hope to have those back in stock soon as well. Next up, we have Star Wars Jango Fett, Trail of Lost Hope. This was a 4-issue miniseries, so all collected here, but also you've got material from Star Wars Revelations. Written by Ethan Sachs and art by Luke Ross and Will Sliney as well. Next up, we have The Power Fantasy from Kieran Gillen and Casper Weingart. This is fantastic. Really enjoying this. It's about there being 6 superheroes on Earth. They all have contrasting views how it should be run, so it becomes the diplomacy versus the action versus a little bit of everything. It's absolutely brilliant, so it is. Yeah, can't recommend highly enough. Next, we have The Power Fantasy. This is the exclusive cover, I believe, for comic stores. So you've got the choice basically of 2 different covers. This is becoming quite a common thing with graphic novels, which is kind of interesting. Next up, we have Dix Volume 1. So we've been getting, again, all the Garth Ennis stock in. This, of course, is a detective one set in Belfast, no less. Written by Garth Ennis, art by John McCrae. So local. We've got all 3 volumes of that in stock because here is Volume 3 to the end of time. So Volume 2 you'll probably see behind me. It's about there somewhere. So Volume 1, Volume 2 and Volume 3 all in stock, again with the signing in mind. Next up, we have Helverine Resurrection. So this is collecting the 4-issue miniseries of Helverine, written by Benjamin Percy, art by Julius Ota. Helverine, of course, is the bastard child of Wolverine and Ghost Rider. Next up, we have Flash Gordon. So this is a recent book which has been produced through Mad Cave, written by Jeremy Adams, art by Will Conrad. This collects, I believe, the first, well, it goes to issue 5, but there is also an issue 0 as well. So essentially 6 issues. Flash Gordon returns in all new adventures in this action-packed series from Jeremy Adams and Will Conrad. Next up, we have Absolution from Christos Gage and Daniel Agete. I believe we've got 2 volumes here. Yep, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Published through Avatar Comics. John Dusk wants to be forgiven, but he doesn't want to stop. One of the most critically acclaimed recent superhero stories is collected with all new material. So 2 volumes there. Next up, we have Criminal. So Criminal, they're starting to do these new printings. So Volume 1, Volume 2, Coward and Lawless. Of course, Brubaker Phillips. You know, we can't talk highly enough about them. We never can. They're being released, and with the idea being that this is going to be a Amazon show soon. Hopes are high for that. Charlie Hunnam, Amelia Clark. I believe Ed Brubaker's on board as a showrunner / story consultant. We spoke with Sean Phillips. He's involved with it as well. So if you want to see where it all begins, as I said, those new volumes with new covers as well. Next up, Vampirella versus Red Sonja. So this collects all 5 issues of the mini-series for that. We have Vampirella versus Reanimator. I'm basically starting to expand the Dynamite section, you know, with stuff like Vampirella, Red Sonja, Conan stuff, The Boys, you know, anything I can get sort of Dynamite-wise, I'm starting to expand that a little bit. So Vampirella versus Reanimator, which is a 4-issue miniseries all collected. We have Vampirella versus The Superpowers. Dan Abnett is heavily involved in nearly all of these, it would appear. All 6 issues of that. We have Vampirella versus Purgatory. So again, covering a lot of bases here. And we have also Vampirella The Dark Powers as well. The Cosmic Saga featuring Vampirella and the Heroes of Project Superpowers. And then we have Gargoyles here in Manhattan. So this is collecting the most recent run of Gargoyles. I mean, they've been doing Gargoyles, and there's Gargoyles Quest. There's one or two other mini-series here as well. So this is the first 6 issues of Gargoyles all together. We have Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. Fantastic book. Jerry Dugan, and amazing book. All about a samurai and a cowboy who meet on the path to hell. Really good stuff. And it's been released at that $10 price point through Image. We have Department of Truth, the latest volume in stock, so volume 5 now, What Your Country Can Do For You. This is rather timely that this is mostly to do with the JFK assassination. Yeah, timing couldn't have been any better for that. And then we also have Super Dinosaur. So this is a book by Robert Kirkman with art by Jason Howard. This collects Super Dinosaur 1 to 23 plus the Super Dinosaur Origin Special. Saving the World Has Never Been This Awesome. So yeah, from Robert Kirkman. And then 2 big bad boys to finish with, which are both absolutely glorious. We have the Magic Order Oversized Library Edition. This is amazing. I mean, I love these editions in general. They're doing it for all the Miller Order titles. They've done it so far for the Ambassadors. They've done it for Wanted and Big Game. This is Magic Order, and this is the first one. So this collects the first 2 graphic novels together in one glorious large library edition. Just look at everything about it. Absolutely beautiful. But book of the week, without a doubt, absolute Mr. Miracle. One of the best runs in the last decade, I would say, at DC Comics. Tom King, Mitch Gerads, just completely reinvented a hero that nobody cared about. 12-issue maxi series. This is one of the best absolute editions I've seen as well. Just look at the design for it with Mr. Miracle Cage there. Everything about it is just glorious. It also contains, as well as the 12-issue series, wealth of behind-the-scenes material, including an original first draft script, development art, a variant cover gallery, and more in DC's prestige oversized format. Yeah, absolutely glorious. Anyway, that is everything this week in terms of the graphics coming into the store. As I say, a mixture of some new releases, stuff going in the back catalogue, stuff for the signing, and big hardcovers and all the rest. Check back, of course, later. We'll get the single issue video up to let you know the singles out this week. We're getting a lot of stock in this week that should have been out last week. Obviously, Diamond's in a wee bit of a flux at the moment with everything happening at Diamond US. So I think that's maybe affecting it a little bit. But yeah, once we get our invoices on a Friday, I always know what's coming in the following week and can keep you guys up to date with release scheduling. Anyway, that's all. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it's proved useful. I'll look forward to seeing you in the store throughout the week. Until then, guys, take it easy.